Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
The Walking Dead the dice game is a quick little dice game. I've seen this game come out. It has different themes on it, so it's just kind of pasted on there. I think it works with this theme because you're kind of killing the zombies and stuff. There's really no story attached to it. The Walking Dead is really more about the stories than killing the zombies. But if you want to laser focus on just shooting zombies, I think this game works okay. It's a dice roller, and there's different ways to mitigate the dice, and you're spinning dice as you go, and you're like, okay, what dice? I got this card, it needs this kind of bullets. How few of my powerful dice, or what is the weakest dice I can use to accomplish this goal so I can continue on and press my luck to score these points? I think it works in that atmosphere. It's not really a brain burner. It's I'm going to chuck some dice, press my luck, and kind of see what happens. The artwork is from the comics, not from the show, so if you've never read the comics, some of this might be lost on you. But to be honest, the theme is pretty pasted on. I'm not sure that it's going to be something like, wow, I'm really living the Walking Dead universe. You're not going to get that from this game. The game itself is fun. It's one of those dice games where you're playing and I'm watching, and then it's my turn to play and you're watching, and I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff. Your turn could be quick because you bust really fast, and my turn could be longer. But they don't get too long. I think it'll be okay. There's not a lot of analysis paralysis because you're just chucking some dice and mitigating it. Really, the big decision is which dice am I going to roll to try to drag this out as long as possible to score the most amount of points. I like this as a time waster. It's not something I'm going to entirely pull out all the time, but it is one that I do enjoy as a time waster. And I'll keep it. The theme comes through for me a little bit. I like The Walking Dead. But if I lost this game or for some reason I sold it, my heart wouldn't be broken either. Here's Walking Dead, the dice game. You can see it's based off the comics already. It's actually a very striking picture right there, I think, with all the walkers coming after young Carl. You're going to have a rule book, which we'll take a look at in a few minutes. And here are going to be the components. You're going to get cards, and these are really nice little finish on them. You can see they have the supplies, which are the victory points, how many hits you need to get, and the wounds at the bottom, with some cool artwork. But the artwork does repeat quite a bit, actually. But what's here is really, really cool. It's a really cool shot of Ezekiel and Rick, etc. You're going to get 3 of these little, they're not exactly wooden, they're plastic cubes. They're really cool, but they're small. And you're going to get a bunch of custom dice that you're going to be rolling through the game. The dice feel good. Yeah, a little bit generic, but I think it works for what you're trying to do here. Not a ton of cards in here, but enough for the price point that I think that it works. And the artwork on it is very cool, straight from the comics. So it looks fantastic. Good job. Here's a rule book. It's going to fold out kind of like an old style map. You have a listing of the components, a breakdown of how that works, and the rules of setup and how to use that. And then a turn of, and this is what we're going to use a lot, is going to be what that blue dice does until you memorize it. Because you'll be rolling this on each one. It'll really help out just to kind of have that out. I would like to maybe have a card with that on it, just until I got used to it. It's pretty good. And then how to win, what happens if you're knocked out in scoring, and how to win the game. So very easy game. It's nothing that's supposed to be too complex. Good job on the rules. I should note with the components, there's nothing included in the game to keep score. So there's nothing in here to keep score. You're going to need a phone or a piece of paper or something in order to keep score with the game. Nothing in here. I hate when games do that, but this is where we find ourselves. So the players are going to take turns until somebody gets 15 supplies. It's going to be signified by this. So some cards will have none, some will have more, etc. as you go through. Now, everybody will get an equal number of turns, and then whoever has the most supplies will be the win, but 15 will be the cutoff. You're going to take this exploration deck, and you will shuffle it up. Each turn, you're going to get 3 wound tokens that you're going to have. Now, you're going to get a selection of dice here, and every turn you're going to roll the blue die. So what we're going to do is turn over the top card. It tells you how much it's worth, 1 point. You're going to have 2 success in order to kill it, and if you don't, you get 2 wounds. And then you'll be able to choose which die you want. The black dies are the most powerful with up to 4 hits on it. Then you're going to have the reds that go up to 3. Then you have the oranges where they top out at 2, but there are some blanks. And then whites are the weakest, only have 1 hit, but also have a blank. So each round you're going to choose the blue dice, and you're going to choose a set of 3 dice. So I'm going to set these aside, and these will be what I roll for the round. And here, this right here protects you from a bite, and you're going to look for the hit. So I have 3 hits, which is enough to score this. So I will take this card and add it to my collection for right now. These dice that I use, except for the blue dice, will go to the next player, so I cannot use them again this round. Now at this point, I could keep this card and score it and be done for the round,
or I could press my luck and go again. This time I'll always roll the blue die. I need 2 hits. It's worth 2 points and only 1 bite. So maybe I'll take a red, orange, and a yellow. Now this allows me 1 reroll, which I just do, but I don't need it because I have 5 hits. It's enough to score that. So now my score is 3 if I was to stop, but I haven't taken any wounds, so I guess it's okay to go 1 more. Oh, it's the same card, and that's going to happen a lot. Remember these dice I use, go to the next person, they're not available. I haven't used my real strong one yet, so maybe I'll do a red and 2 yellows. That'll probably get me through. Another card. This X2 will double this for 2. So what this means is I'm not going to be successful. So I'm going to put the 1 hit on this. These will go to the next person. And because there's 1 wound here, I will take 1 wound. Now, I will get to roll my final 3 and try to beat it, which I did. 4 plus 2 plus 1 is enough to kill it. And then at this point, I'm going to stop because I'm not going to have any dice left, right? So I'll put those aside. So for this turn, I'm going to score 2, 4, 5. I'm on my way to win. I only took 1 wound, so that will come off. These are going to discard pile, and now the next player will go. That will continue until somebody hits 15. Now this dice right here going to roll every time. It's going to be a reroll. 2 hits. There's a 1 hit on here. An automatic bite, blocks a bite, and there is a ×2. So that's what those are going to do. And that's kind of how you play, and you keep repeating that until you get 15.
Who should buy this game? I think it's going to have a Venn diagram of Walking Dead fans, although the theme isn't heavy on this one, but I think they like the artwork, etc. A light dice chucking pressure luck game if you like kind of that randomness and you just want something kind of like, we're going to play through this and have a fun, but it's not going to blow you away. Maybe a starter type game. I think this will accomplish that for you. For us, it's a mediocre keep, but I'm going to keep it nevertheless.